Hello, welcome to the Asanas of week 0. Some things to note going in. This week we are focused on habits and yoga itself as a whole. This practice was inspired by Mandino's scroll marked 1, which is "Today I begin a new life." And overall this practice is centered around being grounded and being steady. So here we go. So we'll begin seated in a cross-legged position. And if you want to take a minute to close your eyes, and you can put your hands on your knees, either palms up or palms down. Just become extremely aware of your breath. Take some deep breaths that are loud enough for you to hear, and that you can feel your lungs filling up. And feel your lungs completely empty. And in this spot where your eyes are closed and you're taking deep breaths, take a minute to decide or focus on your intention for your life, for your day or your week, and just your simple intention for this practice. The theme in this practice is to be grounded and to be steady. We're going to transition, and you can either leave your eyes closed or you can go ahead and open them, but we're going to do some seated cat-cows, where go ahead and put your palms down and keep your back straight. And as you inhale, breathe in and arch your back. And as you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. And on your next inhale, inhale your arms above your head. Drop your left arm so your right arm's the only one raised. And exhale, lean to your left, where you can feel the stretch on the side of your body. We'll take a few breaths here. Inhale, fill all the way up. Exhale, dive a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then from there, inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper. On the next inhale, both arms up. Drop your right arm this time where your left arm is raised and lean to stretch to the right. So you should feel that stretch all along. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. On your next inhale, lower your hands. And we're going to take your right hand and place it on your left knee and do a seated spinal twist to look over your left shoulder. We're going to breathe here. We're going to switch sides. So put your left hand on your right knee and twist to the right. With each inhale, exhale, just dive deeper into the stretch. On your next inhale, raise your arms over your head. And as you exhale, we're going to do a forward fold, seated forward fold. So dive your hands straight in front of you and your forehead as close to the floor or the mat in front of you. Fill all the way up as you inhale, and as you exhale, sink deeper into the stretch. Bring your way up into seated position, and then meet me in tabletop. And in tabletop, where you're on your hands and your knees, and you want a 90-degree angle at your shoulders, 90-degree angle at your hips, and 90-degree angle in your knees. And from here, we're going to do some traditional cat-cow. So as you inhale, you arch your back like a cow. And as you exhale, you round your spine like a cat. And on your next inhale, go ahead and lift your hips and straighten your knees and your legs to go into downward facing dog. And from here, make sure your neck is relaxed. Press your heels into the floor or your mat to feel a nice stretch in your calves. If you want to, go ahead and take some time to walk out your dog. In other words, pump your heels to feel that stretch in your calves and be gentle. But breathe here. And on your inhale, lift your right leg up into three-legged dog. And we'll breathe here for a minute. step your right foot in between your hands to come into low lunge, to where your hands are on the floor, your right foot is in between your hands, and you're in a low lunge. If it's easier for you to put your back knee on the floor, that's cool. If you want to keep your knee up, that's cool too. But just breathe here in low lunge. Now on your inhale, lift your arms up into crescent lunge. Now if you can, lift your back knee up at this time. It's really effective if you do. And sink into the stretch and breathe. Now at this time, drop your left hand to be beside your right foot and lift your right hand up and twist to the right. If you can, look at your top hand for a nice revolved lunge. You should feel a little bit of a twist in your back. Make sure your back knee here is lifted and sink into the stretch and breathe. Now untwist and come into low lunge, so step back into high plank, go down to low plank or low push-up, and then push up into upward dog as you inhale, and then step back into downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg up into three-legged dog. Next exhale, put your left leg in between your hands and come into low lunge. And breathe here. next inhale, lift your arms over your head to come into crescent lunge. If you need to, lift your back knee off the ground. Sink into the stretch. Now lower your right arm to sit next to your left foot and twist open by placing your left arm up. And if you can, gaze up at your left or top hand and sink into the stretch. Feel the twist in your back and breathe. Now untwist, place your left hand on either side of your left foot, step back into high plank, lower into low push-up, inhale into upward dog, and then we'll exhale into downward dog. And we'll breathe here. And from here we'll go into a tabletop position, and we're just transitioning into seated. So if you would tabletop, lift your feet, cross your feet, and then you can spin on your knees into a seated position. And let's go ahead and sit in staff pose, which has your legs extended in front of you and your feet flexed. And if you want to, put your hands on either side of your hips to make sure your back is straight. You have great posture. Make sure your neck is in line with your spinal cord. And we'll breathe here. Now take your right foot and place it on your inner left thigh. And we're going to do a head to knee bend. And you want your left foot flexed. And as you inhale with your, and then you exhale, I'm going to have you fold forward over your knee. Now if it's more comfortable to fold more at an angle, kind of over your ankle, do that. But we're going to exhale And fold deeper into the stretch with each exhale. And we're going to switch sides. So take your left foot and place it near your right inner thigh. Inhale with your back straight. And exhale to fold forward. And with each exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch. And if you folded over your knee before, do that again. If you folded over your ankle before, do that again. And on your next inhale, come all the way up and bring your other foot in to where you're going to be in a butterfly fold, to where the bottoms of your feet are touching. Now you get to decide how close you want your heels to your body. Some people, it's easier to do it closer to. Other people like it better where their heels are further out. If you want to flutter your butterfly, you're more than welcome. We're going to take a couple of breaths here, and then we're going to inhale with a straight back, and then we're going to exhale to fold over your butterfly legs. And with this, sink deeper with every breath. Now inhale to sit up, and then make your way to lay on your back, and go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. If you want to do a little bit of a rocking around, I'm just going to counter all of that. Just breathe here for a little bit, hug your knees to your chest. If you want to come into a little bit of a happy baby, you can do that. And then fully extend your body where you're out flat. And take your right knee and cross it over the left side of your body to where the inside of your foot is flat on the ground and your knee is close. And with your arms either in a T or in a cactus and your shoulders flat on the ground, look to your right. So you should feel a nice light stretch in your chest and some in your outer thigh or quad on the right side. And we'll just breathe here. And we're going to switch sides. So cross your left knee over your body, where the inside of your left foot is on the ground, your left knee is on the ground on your right side. Tee or cactus your arms and look to your left as well. And breathe. Now untwist, lay flat on your back to come into Shavasana. So extend your legs, put your arms by your side, palms facing up, relax your neck, relax your face, close your eyes, and breathe. And one thing to meditate on during this Shavasana is the last bit of scroll number 1. So here we go. Today I begin a new life, and I will make a solemn oath to myself that nothing will slow my new life's growth. I will lose not a day from these habits, for that day cannot be retrieved, nor can I substitute another for it. I will not break this habit of daily positivity from these scrolls, and in truth, the few moments spent each day on this new habit are but a small price to pay for the happiness and success that will be mine. As I read and reread the words in these scrolls to follow, never will I allow the brevity of each scroll nor the simplicity of its words to cause me to treat the scroll's message lightly. Thousands of grapes are pressed to fill one jar with wine, and the grape skin and the pulp are tossed to the birds. So it is with these grapes of wisdom from the ages. Much has been filtered and tossed to the wind, only the pure truth lies distilled in the words to come. I will drink as instructed and spill not a drop, and the seed of success I will swallow. Today my old skin has become as dust. I will walk tall among men, and they will know me not, for today I am a new man or woman with a new life. So at this point, start wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. Bring your awareness to where you are. And with your eyes closed, roll onto one side and push your way back up into a seated position. Take a deep breath. Smile if you want to. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste, guys. Have a great day.